It was good to see you, Golden. Yeah, that was, good morning. Welcome, everybody. Sorry, I am in such a rush. I'm not gonna be able to stream for very long, so I ended up rushing through, like, my whole checklist, and I just kind of botched everything there. I'm really sorry, everybody. It was good to see you. Yeah! We're the best! Boip. Talk about, oh, wow. I know. I am so honored. I would like to thank the Academy uh for this award. Yeah, honestly, I almost had to stream. I almost had to stream on a busted old laptop that I have. That because I didn't think I was going to be able to use this computer, and then suddenly this computer frees up, and I'm like, oh! So I'm like, I rush in, and I'm like, okay, I gotta get everything set up because I'm not going to be able to do this for long. Every Academy. The Academy of Magic, Modern Arts, and Storm Chasing. Magic, Modern Arts, and Storm Chasing. That specifically. But I hope you enjoy your train, Golden. I'm really happy you stopped by. Thank you. This stream is going to be kind of weird. Not only did it start weird, it's going to end weird. It's not going to be very long, and we're just playing a bunch of mishmash of just old games that I've done on the stream before. Maybe some other ones too. It would. I'm really happy about the storm chasing one, but yeah, like I really don't have anything decided. Honestly, the only game I've really decided on for today's stream was the first one, which is going to be Princess Remedy in a World of Hurt, because Melody got me to play that one like last week, and I really enjoyed it. But I was trying to figure out a way that I could just actually finish playing it because I only have about like an hour of gameplay left, and I was trying to figure out a way I could get it to work on a stream. So I figured, hey, let's do a variety show, baby. Also, I had to fiddle with the mic a little bit. I figured out what my mic issue has been lately. I think my mic levels. Oh, it's such a cool game. But real quick though, I want to just if you could let me know what if the mic sounds okay, because I had to fiddle with it a bit because I think my mic levels got changed by something and it caused everything to be all out of whack, and I accidentally messed up my mic settings too. So if you've been noticing anything about the audio that sounds kind of strange, I think that's what it was. So the game's about you playing as a magical healer that gets sent down to a world of pain. Literally, a world of where basically nothing exists but pain, and your goal is to heal all of that pain. But we've started to notice that it kind of seems like we're the bad guy. Ah, thank you. Okay. Oh, yeah. I also discovered a problem with OBS Studio. I don't know if you have ever experienced it and have any idea what it might be, but it seems like nothing from OBS Studio is playing through my desktop audio. It's like OBS Studio itself is not linked to my speakers anymore. I have it on good authority that you guys can hear my scene transitions, and it looks like you guys can hear me speaking, and you can hear my games. The desktop audio is still working, but OBS Studio itself is not letting me hear anything. I can't monitor my own audio. I can't I can't hear my scene transitions, so I thought that they just weren't going off. So, yeah, exactly. Yeah, right? That's actually a good point. I didn't actually think of it until I described it that way. I was like, oh, hey. Yeah, honestly, it's a very interesting concept. I guess we can go ahead and get it started since you don't have very much time. I want you to at least get to see some of it. Yeah! Hey, Linux! Wow! 1 second. There we go. Okay, so Princess Remedy in a World of Hurt. There we go. It's a bit excessively loud on my end as well. Okay. So, yeah. Hey, Linux, I don't know if you saw on the Discord, but I'm not actually streaming on my busted old laptop. I managed to get my other computer. But the problem is I'm not going to be able to stream for very long. Maybe just at most a couple of hours, I think. So that's a little sad. Also, what do you think of the... well, actually, I guess I asked Golden already. Yeah, it's fine. The mic sounds okay, right? I just want to get like as many opinions, like second, third, fourth, and fifth opinions. I want everybody, because I'm not able to monitor my audio, so I can't monitor it myself. So I need everybody's opinion. I still haven't figured out why. Cause yeah, okay, so let me see if I can get the game capture up. Where's the game capture? Where is it? Thank you, awesome, perfect. My game capture window just isn't here. I guess I gotta make a new one. Weird. I must have accidentally just destroyed it. That's a good question. I mean, depends on if you ask them. I mean, well, see, that's the thing is like, if the world itself is pure suffering, that's the natural state of the world. So, like, they don't know anything else. So, why would they want anything else? It's just what they know. It's just what they live. It's their normal. So they're probably content with it, even if it's suffering. They're like, oh no. Oh right, I can actually just change that real quick. Here, game capture. What on earth? Oh, okay. I don't really know what's going on here. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry, what? Why is the window... Why did it do that? That's such a strange default. Anyway, I can fix that real quick. Like I said, I had to rush. Oh, like I told Golden, I had to rush, like, really... I ended up rushing my checklist really badly. Oh, you ever heard of Baldwin's Bear? It is a free-to-play game, and I am very excited about getting back into it. We should be able to finish it pretty quickly. Background, room, there it is. Properties. Room. Alright, so you guys are probably about to see... Yeah. Past the smoke and mirrors. There we go. Haha, not for long though. We're in my room again! My anime bedroom! This is the generic anime... I'm just broadcasting from my anime bedroom. Oh, it's so good! It's a claymation game. I'm gonna just, like... mute that for half a second, because it was fun the first 87 times, but after a while... I imagine they expect you to just jump right into it. Alright, so... Okay, I'll start the game. So Baldwin's Bear is a contender. We might play a little bit of Solar Cage. Bada knows about Solar Cage. Literally nobody else knows about Solar Cage. I don't know if Bada's here right now. But if he is, I bet he's excited. I have brought the cow into my room. She's allowed to be here. She's allowed to be everywhere. She follows me everywhere now. She's like my pet. She is my pet, actually. Baby. Yep, she follows me everywhere. She's the channel mascot now. You know, aside from me. This doesn't look very good at all. That's really blurry for some reason. Why is it so blurry? Oh, I know why it's blurry. It's because it started so... No, I clean her daily. I clean her daily. She's fine. Okay, why? What on... Alright. we're not doing game capture for Princess Remedy. We're doing a window capture for Princess Remedy. Yeah, we're doing a window capture. Ugh. Yeah, so I know this week has been an absolute mess. I don't know if you guys even noticed, like, if it's just me being too hard on myself, but I feel like this week's streams have been an absolute mess in terms of like me being prepared. So hopefully this weekend I can get my affairs in order, because I keep stumbling in here like I keep stumbling in here like I'm intoxicated. Like, where are my windows? What she do when she strikes back? Electric Ishaloo. Game. Emergency game capture. Oh, that's so much better. That's so much better. Okay. There we go. So much better. Awesome. Okay, now we're ready to go. I'm gonna turn the desktop audio back on. Unmute me. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Alright, everything's moving okay-ish. Alright, so this game is a bullet hell. Wow, now I can conquer the world. Yeah, so I healed the Dark Lord. Not really sure why, but... Oh yeah, the Ian Curse! Thank you, that makes me feel so much better. Yeah, honestly, the first thing I thought of when, and also the first thing I thought of when my internet started going off, obviously, since you seem to be relatively versed in VTuber lore, the first thing I thought of was Watame, because, like, she has legendarily, or at least she used to. She used to have, like, legendarily bad internet problems. Dark Servant, hey, my body, I've missed you, pal. Aw. Alright, so it looks like I'm actually done here. Looks like we have 63 hearts. I don't know if... Oh, come on. Alright, well... Then there's gotta be one more. You? I can laugh again, thanks! No, I'm rich, yay! I don't remember what his deal was. So the Dark Lord, obviously, we got all this. So, okay. We need one more heart. I don't know where to get it. Fresh air at last, so we healed the queen. Mummies. Thanks, let's not speak of this again. Well... Thanks, my bandages are tidy now. Okay, so it looks like we've helped everybody. I knew it! Oh, I'm so glad I was right. I called that right. Burntown. Wait, I heard Prince Hinks suffers from everything. I remember that now. I feel better about myself now. Okay, so... Looks like we're missing one heart, and I cannot, for the life of me, remember where it is. Or think of where it would be. So we've done everything. I wasn't sick, thanks. We did everything in the Crystal Palace. Ah, I see. It is I who am crazy. Great. Yeah. It's probably not the best game to jump in. So, yeah. So basically, everybody's just... It's just a bunch of goofy characters. Apathetic Frog, of course. So, like, the idea is that there are a ton of characters. I've heard sighing from behind that door and something about boxed chocolates. See you later, Golden! Have your fun train ride! Okay, so... we're friends now, yay! Okay, so... Alright, well, hello, Phantom Audience! It looks like it's just you and me again. Oh, just like old times. So I guess what we need to do is hunt down the last heart, but I have like actually no idea where it would be. Oh, well, at least you healed my vertigo. Thank you. So... Oh, there it is. You're a Saturnian princess, aren't you? Me, I'm just a bunny. Okay. Fair enough. How's... My halo hurts. There you are! Healing mode triple plus? Oh, the suns. The suns are the worst! Okay. Alright, that was actually extremely easy. Thanks, you're from Saturn, right? May you aid the prince as soon as possible. He's your age, by the way. Aw, cute. Wait, I've already been here? Uh-oh, I guess I just didn't think to talk to the angel. Okay, well now we can continue the game! Let us go! Alright, we'll take the portal. No, not this warp room. Yes, this warp room? Alright, we're in North Heartland now, and we've managed to break open the gate. Omen Shore. Sounds ominous? Oh man, I'm only 5 years old. Why is her name Shark? I must be suffering from being too young. What? Hi. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Cool. Oh goodness. Wow. That's a lot of things. I just realized I have my flasks I can use. Jeez, Jesus! Wow! This game is, I need to get warmed up, I think. Limber up my fingers a tad bit, perhaps. Ooh. Come on, baby, you got this. You know it. You've got your hands in the right positions. Your heart and soul are aligned! Come on! Wow, now it's just like nothing but flask combat. Okay, okay. The green boys are dead. No! All but one of them. One remaining straggler was the key to my downfall. Much like Caesar, my hubris has destroyed me. Ah! Alright. I think it's time to focus. Oh, that's right, I didn't tell Golden that I had... Ah, man. I didn't tell Golden that I figured out the... spike chomp today. Oh, yeah, I'm dead. Ooh. Oh! Oh! Oh no! Let me see. Can I shrink the window a little bit? I think it's probably. Yeah, let's shrink the window a little bit. Also, I just realized I don't have Twitch pulled up, so I need to make sure that I'm actually okay. I'm actually streaming correctly. I am in Steam. I wonder if Princess Remedy would be a better category. Hold on. Let me do some scouting. Some espionage. Princess Remedy in a world of hurt. Not really. I mean, I guess I could. It's an idea, but I don't think I want to. Blah. Alright, 5-year-old. Time to take the beating of a lifetime. Jesus. Okay, well... Alright, there's always a strategy to these. There's always a strategy to these. The skull... Okay, so... Jeez! Oh, that was the closest I've gotten yet. That was by far the closest I've gotten. I'm feeling promising. Oh. Okay. That strategy... No, that wasn't a good strategy. So what I was trying to do was I was trying to sort of like dodge and weave and like get some space and stuff to try to manage the space a little bit better. Didn't work. Okay, that guy's dead. Well, no! My hubris! There we go, there we go. Targeted destruction, baby! Walked right into it. No! Ah! So many things happening at once! I will conquer this! Come on! Okay, so the skulls stay on like the edge of the screen. Okay, so the skulls, they do. I suspected that from the very beginning, I did. So the skulls stay situated on the edge of the screen, while the green boys just sort of go wherever they want to. Okay, they don't always stay on the edge of the screen? I have no idea what they're actually doing then. Come on! Oh! No. No. Come on. Yes. Come on. You son of a... No! Oh, it was a DKO in favor of the opponent. Ah. How humiliating! And honestly, that run felt pretty good too. Ugh. I just gave up. Like, I just wasn't feeling it, I guess. Oh, God. Come on. It's over. I have the high ground! Yes! Talk about a victory point! Thanks, I'm 6 years old now. Aw, I thought it was gonna be way more dark. Alright, so... Alright. Hey, a treasure chest! You got a regen power increase. Oh, that's right. I think Melody suggested that I... Yeah! Thank you, Linux! Your cheering is much appreciated for Her Majesty! I don't know when this, like, character came about, but whatever. I got a multiplier! A multi. So bored. Oh, okay. I don't like these green boys. I don't like them at all. I don't like them at all. Oh, those aren't fires, they're hands. I thought they were fires. I thought they were flames. They're not flames. Oh, yeah, that was way fewer tries. You got the northern key. Okay. Sounds good. House. I am a rock. I am a rock. Okay. Do you want to be a rock? These guys hit so hard. Like, so hard. Okay. Oh, yeah. What? I'm not a rock? Bogus. Oh. That's kind of unsettling. I can't really explain why either. Why did she think she was a rock? Is that supposed to be like a metaphor for something? Like depression? Ugh. It makes me uncomfortable. I seem to have put on weight. Wait, you're a skeleton. Oh, come on. Nothing but the bone boys? Yeah. Come on, come on, come on. No more flasks, but that's fine. They have a predictable pattern now. I understand how they move now. They move like a sliding puzzle, like an ice puzzle. Oh, they move like an ice puzzle. Yay, thanks, I feel lighter already. Aw, isn't he adorable? Oh, Lord. That's how you heal people? That was exciting. Thanks, Slick. I scare myself. Poor Chicory. Oh, okay. Oh, no. We don't have this one. No. I think this one's over. Come on. Come on! Just breathe. Ah! That's what they tell you to do for bullet hells, right? Nothing else? Oh, yeah! There we go! Okay. I have learned to live with my immoral ways. Oh, that's what he meant by he scares himself. Oh, that's so dark. I love it. I love it. Alright, 69 hearts right now. Nice. I found the northern key, so... Alright, so it looks like the tulip. Chomp. I make sense when I talk. Aww, okay. Oh, now it's an actual Toho game. There we go. Oh, hi. Wish Melody was here to see this. There we go. Well, hey, blast the server, Sally. I'm glad I could help you not make sense anymore. Good job, Chomp. Oh! I got a heart. Yay. Alright, 71. We're almost there. Just 4 away. I think. got a flask! Nice! That's our bombs, in case anybody was wondering. So yeah, for anybody who just joined, this game is a very bizarre tale of a healer woman, a Saturnian healer woman from the planet Saturn, I guess, who has the ability to heal people. She's a princess, and she comes down to this literal world of hurt to heal everybody. And she proceeds to do so in a way that can only be described as slightly intimidating. Like, it kind of feels like we're the bad guy here. I'm not gonna lie. Also, I feel like I'm missing like a major area. I got a heart. Seal of quantity? I have all sorts of things wrong with me. Oh no, what is this? Oh no, he does. He has pretty much everything wrong with him. What? That's like every enemy we've seen so far. Into the thick of it! Into the thick of things! Yeah, that's what I'm talking about! Come on! Blow them all, the kingdom! Come. Yeah! There we go! Come on! Can't let your guard down, it's like Dark Souls! Come on! Princess Remedy in a World of Hurt is the Dark Souls of healing shoot-em-ups. Yeah, there we go! I'm perfect! Yes, you are a seal of quantity. Alright, so we're missing 2 hearts now. So I don't know where to look for these, but we need to find them somewhere. Well, there's Rock Lady. I don't think I've been in this house yet. I haven't. There's the secret. There we go. I got a heart. Yay. Okay, we're about to get it. All right, we just need to beat this bone boy. Oof, I bit my tongue. Says lady. Okay, sorry, bone woman. Ouch. Whoops. Oh, the hands are alive. With the sound of death. Alright, there we go. Come on. Oh, yeah! There we go. Na-na-na. What the? Okay. Interesting. Oh. Alright, back to the game. Had to check something real quick. I apologize. Come on. There we go. Alright, we're done with this area. Time for us to check. Time to break open the heart gate. Royal Valley. Alright. I'm starting to think this might be the Prince's Castle. Royal Castle, first floor. I got a flask. Uh-oh, it looks like they're just giving me a bunch of power-ups. You found a chocolate box! Hey! I'm gonna go do that first then. I got the royal key. I got regen. Nice. Nope. It's this one. Here we go. Go to the galaxy again. We'll go to this secret area. We'll head to the asteroid. No, the nowhere, nothing dimension, I mean. Their box of hot chocolates. Frowlin, Remedy? It's me, Frowlin. I was dispatched by the Queen to heal the prince, but I couldn't get over you dumping me in school. You can't heal a girl's broken heart, Remedy. Ah! But since it's you, you're welcome to try. Aww! That's so sweet! Nope! Yikes! I got Tiara, shot power increased. Ah, alright. Can't heal a broken heart, Remedy. Come on! Now I'm shooting tiaras for some reason? Oh, these are mad dangerous. These hearts are wicked dangerous. There we go, we got one. Two. Ah! No! Ah! Alright, one more try. And by that I mean as many tries as it takes. So yeah, I just need to try to line up as many. Yay! We complete! Huh? You brought my favorite box chocolate! So, it doesn't matter if we're just friends or something more, I see that now. Thanks, Remy, you're the best. But if you ever change your mind, I'll be here waiting. Aww, yay! Isn't that sweet-ish? Wait. How did Remy break her heart? Never mind, it's decidedly unsweet. Because we don't even know how Remedy broke Frowlin's heart. And she just goes in and is like, I'm gonna make you forgive me. Yikes. Yeah, I think we're the villain here. The prince is on the second floor. Everyone evacuated when he got sick. You know, in case it's contagious. What's his illness? See for yourself. Better go prepare yourself first. Okay. Nobody can cure what ails me. You see, I suffer from everything. Fear, skull pain, slimy tears, stubbed toe, runny nose, nightmares, chronic hype, fear of birds, apathy, and a voice in my head with a very large ego. Oh, those are the worst. Healer, do you honestly believe you can cure me? Oh my god! Not at all what I was expecting. Uh-oh. Ah. I see. Probably should have saved my bombs. Okay. Okay, I see the pattern now. This eye is obnoxious, but actually surprisingly easy to take care of. Yeah! I love it! I wasn't expecting it for sure. Alright, snake's gone. I can't find an opening. There we go. Okay. Okay. Alright, now it's just the frog. Or the other snake, I guess? Did we do it? No. Hello, little rage, loss, sorrow. Can they really be healed? The pain lets us know we are alive. Your healing is not needed in this world. Heck yeah! You get a load of this soundtrack! Oh my god, it's so good. Is it only Potato Boy? I think it's only Potato Boy. The squares are a lot more obnoxious than you'd think they'd be. Come on. Yes! Actually, my first try! Healing complete! Oh, thank you so much! Your healing skills are truly exceptional. May I ask your name? Princess Remedy, is it? Princess Remedy, I hereby bestow upon you the right to be the Queen of Hurtland. Of course, yeah! Thank you, Linux! Of course, after what you have accomplished, we'll have to change the name to Healland. But indeed, you may marry anyone you want, Rallin, and he'll rule the kingdom with you. Simply speak to someone who is healed. Really? Well, I'm obviously going for the simp ending. Simp ending. I feel like this is the correct choice, personally. Like, we did her wrong. Like, we actually did her wrong in the past. Marry Farland, obviously. And so, Remedy became Queen of Healland. She and Farland ruled justly, and their hearts remained forever whole. Oh, Remy, I'm the happiest queen in the world! Okay, I only missed 3 hearts, 1 and 1 regen. Nice! Made by Daniel Ramar, Anton Nilsson, Matthias Hucklinen, Stefan Nerdig. The end. Push button to replay. Well, alright! How long did that actually take me? Because I feel like that was not 45 minutes. It wasn't. It was close, but it wasn't. That was maybe like 40 minutes. Wow! I enjoyed that! I had a lot of fun! I hope you guys did too, because that was... Oh, wait, where's my stamp? I never get to use my stamp. Hold on. It's gonna look stupid because I haven't color corrected it. Oh wait, I can still do that. Hold on. Cancel. Hold on. Pay no attention to the lady behind the curtain. Oops. No. How about you don't do that? Thank you. Okay. Let's see. Media source. Stamp. Okay. And then we go into stamp. And we add a filter. Except I can't see it. Why can't I see it? That's why I didn't do it before. That's right. Because the filter wasn't working. All right, guys. The stamp's also not playing. Disaster streamer. All right. Well, we'll use the cheap version instead. There you go. Complete. I wonder if there's like a fun transition I can put on it. Luma wipe. Could I do like spiral? What about that? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Complete. Princess Remedy in a World of Hurt has been completed, baby. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna hold on to that. Okay. That was fun. I mean, I guess I can play Baldwin's Bear. Linux, you got any like old games that I haven't finished that you'd like me to try? Besides RuneScape. I can't think of any. Which is not true, actually. Now that I'm actually thinking about it, I can think of quite a few. Let's see, we've got... At Home Alone Final would take too long to explain. I'm going to do that one much later. We could play Lily's Well. Wasn't Project Hive? Yeah, Project Hive was a big bust. Shadowbringer was also a big bust. I could play Toho Fantasia. Yeah, let's just download Baldwin's Bear. I didn't realize I didn't have it installed. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, blast from the past. This is... We are... doing it now. Okay, so Steam Clean. Alright, so I'm gonna edit the title. A World of Hurt. And then we're gonna add Baldwin's Bear now. There we go. Okay, here we go. So, let's load it up. So, Baldwin's Bear is a rather interesting game. Oh, hold on. Okay. Baldwin's Bear is a rather interesting game by Oscar Newsom, who it is a claymation game. The entire game is in claymation. You know what? I think I'm gonna wait for this one because I owe it to Oscar. I think I'm gonna wait for a few more of the low friends for this game. Let's see. How about instead of that then? All right, we're not doing Baldwin's Bear. I'm changing that. The more I talk, the more I realize that I don't want to do Baldwin's Bear today. What's another game? Hylix. Hylix, huh? I have not heard of it, actually. Hylix. Hylix is a recreational program with light JRPG elements. Oh. Ooh. Oh. I see. Is it a... Oh, it looks like a point-and-click adventure. What an interesting looking game. Bizarre. Oh, there she is. All right, I will allow you to lurk in solitude, dear Muffin. Welcome to the Phantom Audience, Muffin. Interesting. But in case you had that happen to be a sarcastic lurk, how you doing? It's so good to see you. We just got done playing Princess Remedy in a World of Hurt. What on earth? Whoa, this game looks quite wild. I can see why it's so similar to games you've played Everhood. So yeah, unfortunately I have played Everhood before, so I can't play that. So I can't, like, give my first reaction on stream. That would have been a good one to stream. But I played it a long time ago. Let's see. Yeah, no, can't do Celeste because Golden's left. Oh no! Oh, busy weekends. Yep. I'd like to say same here. Well, on the busy weekends, I am so sorry. You have a multi-day migraine? Girl. Well, I will wish you the best of luck with that particular nightmare, because no, I hope you get better. We can't play Celeste. I guess technically I'm gonna have a busy weekend too, but it's like self-busy, you know? Like, I don't have any plans with people, just plans to fix this, fix some problems I've been having on stream, do some editing, some graphic design, work on some videos, maybe figure out what I'm actually gonna play. Man, let's play Crusader Kings 3! Like, I love Crusader Kings 3, but I could not possibly do that for a Steam cleanup. Let's see. I've got Hymno. I don't know how much time left I have either, so I don't necessarily want to play, like... I don't necessarily want to, like, jump into a big undertaking that's gonna, like, capture me, so... Which time? 58 minutes? Alright, So what would be a good... Let's see, maybe I have something here that's not... It occurs to me that I could have been a little bit better prepared for today's stream, and I apologize to everybody watching profusely. Let's just play Lily's Well. Oh, wait a minute. If we play Lily's Well, I need to... Wait, how do I... Do either of you know how to, like, age restrict my stream? Because there's literally no way this isn't an age-restricted game, right? Yeah, it's extremely violent. Hold on. Ooh, the soundtrack is really good. Lily's Well. There we go. Go to my settings, stream, mature content. You never broadcast sexual activity, news, rights, or extreme violence. Yes. We'll go ahead and do mature content. Alright. There's the stream manager. Alright, change the category real quick. Change the category real quick. Mute that real quick. Make sure the... Let's see. Okay. Looking good, I think. Alright, I don't know if any of you have ever played this game before. I have watched somebody play it. But not much. Or not all the way... Not fully all the way through. I don't remember very much about it, and they were very bad at playing it. So, thankfully, I feel like this should still be pretty exciting. Because this is a very, very, very good game, by the way. Just very, very good. Alright, here we go! Start! It is a cold, rainy day in the Tabachi household. You are Lily. Lily is a young, innocent girl of 9 years of age. You live in a modest home with your papa. On this cold and rainy day, you are knitting on the couch while papa packs his things. Hey, Melleby! Ah, the timing! I feel so bad! It didn't occur to me till we were almost done. but I didn't I honestly feel pretty... I am so sorry. But yeah, I beat Princess Remedy in a World of Hurt. It was incredibly fun. The ending was really good, and I married Fralin. I married Fralin. Because of course I did. Tonight he needs to go to work in order to teach a night class. As Lily is a good child, Papa trusts you to stay safe while he is gone. Before he leaves, Papa makes hot dogs and the box macs and cheese. He helps you pour the cheese sauce on your hot dog in order to make it taste better. You enjoy your meal together, ignorant of future events. Papa puts you to bed with the sounds of rain lulling you to sleep. Help someone. Yeah, it's such a cool final boss, and that music at the end for the very last phase of it, just an absolute banger. So good. So, that sounded sarcastic. So good. You awaken to the sound of a voice. Lily. The voice seems to come from outside. You look out your bedside window. Nobody. There's nobody among the rain and darkness. Was it a dream? Cool. Okay. I'm so happy that's an option, right? You open your window a crack to listen closer. Please, it hurts. Help. The well. Someone is in the well. The rope normally hanging from it has vanished. You were a good girl, so you get out of bed to go help. Read instructions? Yes. Controls. Use the arrow keys to move Lily around. Lily can also move by clicking on a desired location. Objects can be interacted with by pressing the Z or space key in front of it. This can also be done by clicking or tapping on the object. This game autosaves to keep track of progress. It can be safely exited at most times. Alright, using items. Certain objects and structures require the usage of other items in order to progress. To use an item, open up the menu screen with the Escape or X key. On the menu screen, select the Stuff option to access collected items. By selecting an item and using it on Lily, she will use it. Lily must be right in front of the item's target in order to use it. Gotcha. Some items have multiple places they can be used, so don't be afraid to get creative. Item types. There are four different types of items. Stuff, ropes, keys, and files. Stuff. Stuff makes up normal items that can be used to interact with objects inside of the menu. These often have more than one use, so it's recommended to play around with them if stuck. Ropes are the main goal to work toward. These items are what Lily needs to climb down the well. The more obtained, the further down she can get. It is important to note that not all ropes are good materials. Once a rope is collected, it cannot be put back until Lily climbs down the well. Keys are keys. They open up certain doors that can be used infinitely in any playthrough. Finally, files are notes, letters, books. They're really anything that can be read, just like these instructions. Even if not directly taken, any file read during a playthrough can be reread from the file section for ease of access. The well. After collecting at least one piece of rope material, Lily can climb down into the well. The material quality and length affect the overall result of the descent. Bad materials will cause the rope to break. Note, once Lily goes down the well, there is no going back. Noted. The instructions can be viewed at any time from the Files tab in the Stuff menu. Just call me Pure Essence, because I am noted. Oh. Costumes! Your knitting basket gives you comfort despite the stormy weather. Let's look at it. You only have one large ball of yarn left. Let's take it then. With how big the yarn ball is, it probably can be unraveled into a long rope. Need the ball of yarn? Sure. You took the ball of yarn. Okay, yarn is probably a good rope, right? What do you guys think? Lamp. Lamp. Look, this is what's keeping your room bright right now. I'm gonna take it. Lamp may be a good light source while you're outside. The problem is that it needs to be plugged in if you want it to be more than dead weight. Oh. It's your bed. Your bed sheets are all messed up from your sudden awakening. Let's take the bed sheets. That's a good rope. You remember a movie that Papa brought back one weekend where prisoners used sheets to escape from prison? Take the sheets as rope? Yes. Okay. This is Sniffle Bear, or Sniffles for short. Sniffles was a gift from Auntie Mifuyu for your first birthday. He's kind of stinky, but a good stinky. Attic stinky. Aww. Whoops. While Sniffles would be a brave and faithful companion on this quest, the rain isn't good for him. Fair enough. Okay. Here's my closet. No, it's a bathroom. Behold the toilet. The bowl has always been a hardworking part of the household, even after that time you made potions in it, causing laundry soap bubbles to completely fill the bathroom. It also never clogged, even when you put one end of a yarn ball down it and watched the entire ball disappear in the water. Truly the most sacred appliance to be created. Powerful toilet, truly. Yes, I agree. I'm glad to know you... Okay. If Melleby says it, then it must be true. Oh, for a second there I thought the music hung. There's a fresh roll of toilet paper next to the porcelain pooper. To save money, this toilet paper is single ply. This is also known as the worst type of toilet paper. By far. Can agree. I imagine they're going to want me to use the toilet paper as rope, and that's not a good idea. This is the bathroom sink, preventer of disease spread and assistant to teeth cleaning. The sink is clean with a mirror hanging right above it. Whoops. If you managed to take this, it'd be impressive. Fair enough. The trash can. It's empty. Okay. Let's head to Papa's room. Maybe he's got something. Papa's bed. This bed has always remained tidy as far as you can remember. You aren't even sure if you've seen Papa sleep in it. Very creepy. This drawer has some of Papa's clothes. The drawer is mostly filled with socks and belts. They are all folded to perfection. Some of Papa's clothes. The drawer is filled with tidy whities. Ugh. Is that my finger? My cursor is my finger. It's so creepy looking. Why is it, like, not gnarled? The belts might be a good rope substitute to tie together. Yes. Yeah. I like that idea. Belts are sturdy. There's a fresh roll of toilet paper. Take it. Toilet paper could probably be used by rope if it's twisted tight enough. No. Absolutely not. There's a safe with a keypad on it. It seems to have space for 6 numbers. Now, what's this? All right. It's the Trusted Family Television. A collection of VHS tapes can be found in the cabinets under the TV. Some notable ones include Rose the J's Guide to Sunman and Clip Clop and Friends Collection 1. What is that a reference to? Because I don't recognize either of those. The phone. First 3 digits? Second 3 digits? You can hear it start to call, but hang up before anyone can pick up. Papa said you should never call numbers you don't know. Alright, here we go. It's a book on the local plant life in your area. Read it? Absolutely. Which section would you like to read? Greetings and thank you for picking up my guide for the special flora located in Bethany's Mirror, Vermont. We're in Vermont, ladies and gentlemen. I am Magus Bergamot, a resident of the Bethany's Mirror area since childhood. I have spent my years studying the various unique plants that only grow in this pocket of the world. Many of these plants take on unique and unexpected roles in their ecosystems, as well as provide plenty of uses for local foragers. Like with any plant or fungal life, it is important to properly identify anything you are foraging. Failure to do so can lead to extreme injury or death. It is additionally important to not violate anyone's personal territory while foraging. An angry resident of Bethany's Mirror is far worse than any moose. With all of that out of the way, let's take a look at the most common specimens you will find in this area. Which section would you like to read? Trees. The majority of the trees found in Bethany's Mirror are the same as those in the surrounding areas. Plenty of oak, maple, and pine to go around. The most common of the area's more unusual trees is the nymph mimic. It will appear as a normal birch tree, but with a female humanoid figure jutting out of the trunk. Despite appearances, this isn't an actual nymph, but a soulless tree. These trees seem to form from the souls of women who get lost in the woods or have their corpses dumped in the woods after being killed. Their souls leave an imprint of sorts on a tree in Bethany's Mirror, causing it to swell with the body's shape. The sap from these protrusions can be harvested and made into nymph syrup. Yeah, same. Also, who wants to bet that's one of the death scenes? So yeah, one of the big draws of this game, obviously, is that it's the kind of horror game where you die in horribly gruesome ways. So, like, I'm not typically the kind of person to go death scene collecting. I typically like to play the game the correct way and just stumble upon death scenes if it happens. So, I guess I should ask, would you guys prefer, yay! Would you guys prefer if I just went through, if I just made all the wrong decisions, did like backup saves and just made bad decisions to see what the death scenes look like? I've already maturified my stream, if you've been able to tell. Because, yeah, this game is brutal. Yeah, I plan identification guys being like that. Yeah! Another commonly seen... Also, I'm a little bit worried about what these protrusions that I'm going to be taking sap from on a nymph tree will be. Hopefully... I mean, I'm pretty sure this game is safe to stream. Another commonly seen tree that's exclusive to this area is the tomb tree. While harmless toward humanoids in most cases, this tree can pose a risk to small children and pets. Oh, the tomb tree appears as a dead and hollow oak tree, usually in the center of a clearing. While most small animals that come across it may be interested in making a home out of the tree's many tunnels, this is actually a trap. Thanks to the tomb tree's lack of leaves, it instead gains nutrients by digesting the animals that get stuck in the tar-like sap it secretes inside its tunnels. Good idea. I like that idea. The death of these animals is slow and full of suffering. Instead of dying of their flesh being digested, they often die of dehydration or starvation first. If something or someone you care about gets stuck in this tree's sap, common store-bought dish soap is enough to disconnect skin from the sap. Hey! Alright. Also, I feel like, didn't it say that this is like an amateur? Cool, I'm glad we're in agreement. Didn't it say that this is like an amateur guide made by somebody who lived here? I feel like that makes sense for this makes sense for like a hastily thrown together, like an amateur, non-official plant identification guide. But what do I know? I've never written a single one. The vine plants of Bethany's Mirror can be some of the most dangerous and the most useful for foragers. Oh, I know about these. When looking for foraged materials, the most dangerous vine to stay away from is the overcast vamp vine. This vine can be identified by its bright purple suction cup-like leaves that only open rainy or overcast nights. Well, it's a good thing it's raining right now, huh? Touching these leaves will cause the vine to grab its new prey and attach as many suction cups as possible to the victim's skin. It will then use these suction cups to rip the victim's skin open and suck out all of their blood until they're bone dry. Keep reading this section? Yes. Another vine that can be dangerous is the womb ripper. I forgot about this one. Maybe I should have done this as a separate game so people don't have to watch. We went from Princess Remedy in a World of Hurt to Womb Ripper. Despite its name, it doesn't actually rip out wombs, thank God! Ouch! But its danger still cannot be underestimated. The womb ripper is only dangerous for those who eat the bright red berries off of its vines. Yeah. Only dangerous for those who eat the bright red berries off of its vines. Yeah, have fun in the shadows. We'll be over here in existential agony. Touching or squashing the berries appears to be harmless. After being consumed, the berries will latch onto the inner linings of its new host's stomach and intestines. Like a tapeworm, the seeds inside the berries will steal nutrients from the host before eventually sprouting. Oh. Oh, I see now. Sensing the sun outside of the body, the new plants will violently burst out of the host's organs, likely leaving the host to bleed out and the new vines to grow on the nearest tree or other large object. The body will be used as by the womb ripper as extra food throughout its life. Yeah, this is not the kind of game we normally play on the channel. Luckily, the Womb Ripper vine becomes very brittle shortly after separating it from its root. This makes it easy to incinerate. Keep reading this section? Yeah, I guess if I have to. One vine that is both dangerous and useful for foragers is known as Orderly's Punishment. Yeah, right? I feel like this guy's family was killed by a broccoli or something. Often found in shady areas along tall trees, Orderly's Punishment can be easily identified by the blue thorns growing along it. Take extra care to not get pricked by these thorns. Often shady grow. Okay. As they will inject an intense hallucinogen that will last around 12 hours on average. They will additionally cause an intense itchy sensation on the victim's inner organs. Come on! By removing these thorns, though, this vine can be used as a very helpful building material. It is capable of holding an average of 460 pounds of weight even after being dried out. Keep reading this section. Okay, so the vamp vine sounds like we might as well just ignore it, because I don't think it said it was a strong vine. The Womb Ripper, obviously, we ignore. So bright red berries we ignore, purple flowers we ignore, because it literally said that once it's disconnected from the root, the Womb Ripper becomes brittle. So we don't want to try to use that as a rope. But that one there, the blue thorns, we want to go for, because if we can get the blue thorn vine, apparently that's a very sturdy vine. For those suffering from joint pains, you may want to look for the flower of Icarus. This yellow flowering vine grows swiftly in the rain and it thrives in deep wooded areas. By licking the pollen off the flowers once a day, humanoid joints will begin to repair themselves. Can I have that, please? It is, however, very important to not take the vine itself or pick the flowers. After being removed from where it originally planted its roots, the plant will quickly start growing microfractures, causing it to be easily destroyed after little amounts of pressure. Okay, so literally only the blue thorn. Unless, let's go to the vamp vine one more time. I can just look at that one. Most dangerous, stay away from the overcast vamp vine. So purple suction clip leaves. It will then use these suction to the root of its skin. Yes, yeah. Keep reading. Okay, so no. You straight up just don't even want to touch it. Root vegetables. Going around Bethany's mirror, there are plenty of root vegetables that can be found only here. This is due to the area's creation and the impact the outside has on it. What does that mean? What do you mean by the area's creation? Is this like the zone? Like, what is this? The dwarf mandragora can be found by paved roads near the area's border. Despite its name, it is not in the mandragora genus, rather the Daucus genus. They appear as inch-wide clusters of white flowers that grow at the side of the road. The music's tendency to like hang up like that on a single note really kind of freaks me out occasionally. Bear trap. Okay. Study break. Daucus genus. Okay, thank you. Let's see. The Daucus genus is a worldwide genus of herbaceous plants of the celery family. Apiaceae, of which the best known species is the cultivated carrot. I see. Good to know. They appear as inch-wide clusters of white flowers that grow at the side of the road. Picking them will reveal a purple root vegetable in the shape of a human baby. Oh my god, there's a lot of like... Oh, these vegetables range from 3 to 5 inches tall. They can cause mild stomach discomfort if eaten raw, but boiling them kills the toxin that causes this. Dwarf mandragora is best served with melted cheese and beef. Okay, the rest of the section's pages seem to have been cut out with scissors in order to keep the recipes. Section, let's stop reading then. Alright, so... Okay, so we got like one good plant from that. These are the doors to the pantry. A padlock keeps the door shut. This is a place only Papa is allowed to go in. It sounds like she's... a little bit of a development oversight on part of the developer. Just a little bit of one. No, wait. How do I step on it? No! No! It's getting away! I can't! If I try to interact with it, it just pushes it again! Oh, cause I'm not, it's not in the right place. Climb onto the stool, yes. Let's take the shed key. Yes. Vic, it's a letter addressed to Papa. Read it, yes. Dear Tony, I hope this letter finds you well. I'm writing to you from Mother's home as she required extra help regarding the pig farm. She is personally doing well and has asked about you and Lily. Mother is especially curious about your progress on your research project. When Mother heard that you were pursuing her specialty, she was delighted to see how you would do. Please write to her and possibly send samples. I only expect to stay on the farm for the next year or so before returning to Maine. With your permission, I'd like to visit your home on the way. Thank you for your time, Vic. Vic and Tony, huh? Living in Vermont? Mm-hmm. Yep, sure thing. Next to the board is a note from one of Papa's friends. You can't really read it from down here. Yep. Alright, so it's the stove. It also has an oven. Papa told you to never use the stove by yourself. He also made you watch a VHS tape about how fires start and how they can destroy entire homes. Because they can. The fridge? The fridge towers above you. Your drawings cover the fridge. Can I take anything from the fridge? There isn't much in it. The grocery delivery hasn't come yet this week. So we get our groceries delivered, huh? That's pretty cool. What a strange and bizarre concept before the year 2020. You can't get the padlock off the door with your bare hands. Cool. Time to go find something that we can get the padlock off the door with. The couch sits with nobody to sit on it. While you can't take the couch, you can see if you can take something from underneath it. Look to see if there's anything good to take. Yes. In your search, you found knitting needles. You took the knitting needles. Aw, yeah. Upgrade. Let's head outside. Your tire swing hangs empty and alone. There's a small puddle inside the swing from the rain. You remember the mosquitoes can lay their eggs in stagnant water, so you don't want to touch it. We'll just empty it out. Like, turn it upside down. What's this? There's a pretty big rock on the ground. Oh! It's a rock. They're one of the common things to find outdoors. Gotcha. There's a vine growing along the tree. The vine is covered in sharp blue thorns that point toward the ground. It has a chokehold on the tree. Can I try to take it? Trying to pry this off the tree with your bare hands would result in bleeding and the inability to touch anything without pain for a long time. It's probably better to cut it down. Fair enough. Alright. Okay. Well, there's a stone here, another stone here. This trash can is ready for pickup. You can put any unwanted rope parts in here. Discarded rope materials cannot be taken out of the trash. Sort through ropes and choose what to discard. No, we're good. Check the mailbox. Yes, no mail today. All right. I kind of like the song here. Like, it's pretty good. This is the source of the voice. All that can be heard now is the echoes of raindrops. If you wish to save the person trapped in the well, you will need to construct a rope. Sure will. Alright, so this is a very loud garden, and I love it. Oh. A pair of bolt cutters are hanging on the wall. Well, obviously we'll be taking these. This is a pretty heavy tool. Take the bolt cutters. No. Because so, let me, you took the bolt cutters, so, oh wait. Never mind, I thought it would slow me down. Because, if you take, one thing I do know about this game is that if you pick up a rock, it slows you down immensely. A large pair of garden shears are buried in the ground. Children and large scissors usually don't mix. Take the shears. You took the shears. There's a rock. Oh. There's a cave entrance down the stream. The rain is causing the stream to move fast, making it too dangerous to investigate. Okay. Well, let's go get us a vine, I think. wonder about the tree, though. I don't seem to see a lady tree anywhere nearby. There's a vine growing along the tree. Trying to pry this off the... Oh, right. Okay. I gotta use my inventory. She's so cute! Cheers! This vine might be able to serve as a possible rope. Cut and take the blue thorn vine for climbing? Yes. You carefully cut down the vine and use the shears to trim down the thorns. You took the blue thorn vine. Perfect. It's a pretty big rock on the ground. It's probably going to be heavy. Yes. The weight of the rock slows your movement. I forgot how much this slows me down. What was the point of this? What was the point of this? I'm not on a time limit. The stream flows quickly from the rain. Rock. If you put the rock in the water, it might help make a path across. Place the rock in the water. You carefully put the rock in the water. Alright, so... Okay, so obviously we need to make a path using all of these rocks. And in order to get all these rocks, we're going to have to walk a really long way with a really slow... young girl carrying a rock. I'm trying to think of something. This rock is so heavy, you could call it metal. Alright, so we've got our second rock. In the water, yay! Oh, right! There we go. Alright, doesn't look like we have a... There's a cave entrance, the rain is causing the stream to... Okay, so we haven't laid enough rocks to do this yet. The Wool Ripper. It's probably gonna be heavy. The weight of the rock slows your movement. Here we go! Alright, and then we drop the third rock! If you put the rock in the water, it might help make a path across. Carefully put the rock in the water. Yay! We did it! Let's see. A net protects a group of small underwater plants. The net is held down by spikes. Pulling it causes small cuts to form in your nail palms. Okay. What about the bolt cutters, then? The net seems to be pretty sturdy. Cut it and use it as rope? I mean... What do you guys think? Because it's a net. It's what, like fishing line? It's like razor wire or something. So like... It's apparently sharp, thin and sharp enough to actually cut into my hands. So I feel like it might be a decent rope. I think I'm gonna go for it. You cut the net, freeing it from the stakes it was attached to. You took the net. Cool. There's a knife with a strange blade hanging on the wall. It's actually just a Chris. The knife has a wavy blade and an oily liquid on it. Oh, good. The guy was in a blood sacrifice. Fantastic. This doesn't belong to you. Take the knife? Yes. That's an ominous message. You took the knife. There's a worn birthday card. Read it. The front of the card is a picture of a black rabbit holding a flower. It reads, "Happy 1 year of being here." On the inside is a picture of even more black rabbits holding flowers. It reads, "Happy first birthday, Lily, July 20th, 1985. You've grown so much in just a year. Never forget that you are surrounded by people who love you. With love, Auntie Mifuyu." Wait, Mifuyu? That's so weird. Mifuyu. So I guess it's not Japanese then. Probably not. Alright, it's just not a name I've heard of before. Let's see. So I've got the dagger now. So I'm gonna head up to here. There's a memorial for someone in the language you don't understand. The memorial says, I really... no, oh, yeah. On top of the stone is a strangely shaped hole. It's narrow and seems to go down a little over 5 inches. I think that says... Yeah, I think that says something like... that probably says something like beloved mother or something like that. But my kanji's really bad. Let's see, knife. The knife might fit in the memorial's hole. Put it in. Jesus! Oh, that sound really startled me for some reason. Oh. You slowly stab the knife into the memorial. It's a perfect fit, but you lost the knife. I probably should have used the knife for something first. Oh, man. Wait. Hold on. Oh. Oh, so the ball of yarn is still considered a rope even though... You can probably knit the yarn you have into a stronger rope. Knit the ball of yarn into a knitted rope? Sure. You now have the knitted rope. Cool. Fantastic. So... I definitely feel like there's a lot of rope that we're missing, but I'm not quite sure what it would be. The kitchen sink. These kind of scenarios recommend taking everything but the kitchen sink for a reason. These are the doors to the pantry. Let's use the, I guess... Hey, Demi, we're playing Lily's Well. You ever heard of this game? Because it is brutal. You notice my mature audience's warning for the first time? Because it is a very dark, bloody, brutal game. We're using the bolt cutters to get into the pantry. You really aren't allowed in the pantry. Break the lock anyway? The lock easily snaps off. Ah! Well, I know it pretty well. It begs the question why I'm even playing it right now, but, oh, yeah, Muffin's here. Well, okay, so the reason Muffin is laughing is giggling. Probably, I wouldn't know, I guess. But we stumbled across a plant called the Womb Ripper, even though it doesn't actually have anything to do with wombs or anything. The lock easily snaps off. Papa can probably get a new one. It's a large sealed bag of beef jerky. Take it. This may be a good treat while outside. Yes. I took the jerky. A variety of canned foods are stacked on the pantry shelves. Papa never taught you how to use a can opener, so you don't take the cans. So... Is that it? The only reason I did that was to get the beef jerky? Beets, carrots, and snakes. The snake can is a cat gift. Aww. There are cans and tomatoes, beans, and... Okay. Hold on, what did that one say? Tomatoes, beans, and ham. You aren't sure how they could have fit an entire ham into a can. Don't worry, it's an ancient technique. Well... I feel like we're missing... What the... Okay. I feel like we might be missing something specific. Well, yeah, that's... I mean, that is 100% understandable. It's what a lot of people are like, right? Unfortunately for me, I have to put my family-friendly limiters on, otherwise I'd be too powerful for the platform. Ah. So, jokes about a certain part of the body, I'm assuming? How am I supposed to... Let's see, can I get the tire? I love you too. Shears. The rope holds strong, but the shears should cut them. Gotta take this tire swing rope for climbing. Yes. The rope holds thick, but the swing goes down. You took the tire swing rope. Alright. Let's, presumably get our first death, I think. The well leads into inky darkness. You currently hold 6 pieces of possible rope. Tie them together and begin descent. Good question. I'm doing pretty well. This stream is a little scatterbrained. I didn't actually expect it to go on this long. I thought I'd get interrupted, so... It's just kind of a little bit formless at the moment. Definitely found a way I can improve my planning for future varieties, for future, grab bag streams such as this one. Yeah, I guess that's true. Muffin is as formless as the void. Blob. Alright, time to descend. Oh, that's right, I remember this. Okay, so... And everything is made of me, is formed from me, so... Oh wait, was I supposed to say that? Look at my list of... Never mind! I am totally 100% human, just like you guys. The rope has come to an end, but there seems to be a large room here. Wait, I did it? Yeah! Ah! I do that all the time! What a strange room. Hey, good idea! Ah, I'm sorry! It's good to see you! Yeah, we're playing Lily's Well. This game's a bit brutal, or it can be, but I'm kind of cheating a little bit. I don't even know why I decided to play this, because I knew way too much about this game, but I wanted to play it for you guys because it's really cool! And plus, I haven't seen everything about this game, and I still want to see the ending. So, I just watched somebody play this really badly and not, like, do the ending correctly. So I know a few, like, I knew some of the things I was supposed to do, and apparently I knew all of them. Oh, yeah! Yeah, that was, yeah, of course, you have to. Because I forgive him, too. Let's see. What? Why? What's happening? I don't know what's going on. Yeah. I can't tell if the game crashed or if this is like supposed to be how long this lasts. Oh, you play fighting games? I love fighting games. I'm starting to think the game might be frozen. What are these random noises? I can't move. Is this the sap? Is this the tree? I'm so confused. Well, yeah, that was other people screwing up the ending. I'm allowed to screw up the ending. They're not. But what is happening right now? This sounds like game over music, but there's nothing happening. I guess we have to exit out the game. Wait. No? Maybe? Yes? Totally. Yes. Yes. Yes, it is. Yes. Totally. So obvious, in fact, that I'm not even going to say it. Because, it's totally obvious to everyone. Also, it sounds like there might be a cutscene playing in the background. It sounds like I'm doing things. It's just that the video is messed up. Yeah. Yeah, the video is just bugged. I'm still doing things. Whoa. Alright, we're relaunching the game. Since that's the title screen music, I think I accidentally found my way back to the main menu. Please tell me it's saved. Current Lily. Cool. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed Lily's Well, everybody. Are you serious? 47 minutes of progress, totally lost. I don't even know how to save the game. Are you kidding? Oh, Capcom Fighting Collection, huh? Yep. It seems that... Yeah, so we have the Womb Ripper and Ropes. So yeah, there you go. Let's see. Capcom Fighting Game Collection. Capcom Fighting Collection. Oh, weird. There it is. Whoa! Oh, is this a new game? Oh, yeah. In a way, yes. Oh, so it's gonna have Darkstalkers in it? Oh, what the heck? It's gonna have Puzzle Fighter! Wow! 10 of Capcom's most popular arcade games in one bumper collection. Okay. Let's see, we got Japanese and English version selectable for most titles. We got Darkstalkers, the Night Warriors, Darkstalkers, Revenge, Vampire Savior, the Lord of Vampire, Hyper Street Fighter 2. So, what is it? Cyberbots Full Metal Madness? Is that the one? Or is it Red Earth? Oh no, it would be the Japanese only ones. Oh! Red Earth Warzard. Oh, cool! I'm excited for you! Probably won't be getting it. Let's see. Well, since Lily's Well was a bit of a wash, and I apparently still have a little bit of time left, I mean, I guess we could go through Lily's Well again. Fighting game, unique game. I know there are lots of streamers that do that a lot, but... what do you guys think? You guys got any suggestions for awesome games? I'll even buy something at this point. Like, oh, hey, wait a minute. I've got my whole suggestions tab thing. Let's see if I remember. We've got Hollow Knight. What was it? What was it? Hollow Knight, Metro Exodus. Hollow Knight, Metro Exodus, Hexscape, and, not Metro Exodus. Sorry, Metro Last Light. Where is my account page? I can't, in my channel. Okay. Got so many tabs open. I have to have my fingers in all of the internet pies. So we've got, oh yeah, Inscription and Inscription as well. I forgot about, so I actually could play Inscription. See, Brofi has Inscription, and I can share his collection. So Metro, Hexplore. Currently hanging on with bated breath. Also, I'm kind of tempted to set up a... I'm kind of tempted... That's right! You didn't put it... I do remember you talking about that. Tiny and Big. Right, it wasn't in the box, but I remember that now. We could play Tiny and Big. I gotta find it real quick. Grandpa's Leftovers. Looks pretty good. Looks like a 3D game, so it would be a good test of... Huh. Environment kind of reminds me... Environment of this screenshot kind of reminds me of Kenshi. Oh. Then why did it let Linux do 2? Weird. Okay. Here. I'll add it to my cart. Although Themi wants me to hold on, so maybe I'll... Ah, okay then. Sounds promising. You know, I could have some very light music going in the background. Here. Come on, pretzel. Come on, pretzel. Come on, pretzel. Come on, pretzel. No! What game were you gonna try to find? Oh yeah, you might have. Cause it's holiday inscription. Yeah, cause yeah. Wait, do you need permissions to post into it? I don't remember that. I don't remember if that's a thing or not. Aww. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. I'll download Grandpa's Leftovers. Let me buy it real quick. Huh. Oh, I see. That does make sense. I wonder if Golden's Train is and made it. Not quite. All right, let's get you installed, Grandpa Tiny and Big. I just froze. Why? Whoa, what is going on? My computer is being a bit of a stinker all of a sudden. Very strange. Is the stream okay? Everything just totally froze. Yeah. Oh no! But wait, I've downloaded stuff on stream before. Oh, maybe it's a bad internet day? Who knows? Well, crap. Well, if that's the case, then... Oh, it's just straight up closing Steam entirely. Okay. Well... Okay. Well, that fixed the issue. Oh, internet. Okay, so I have an idea. It's gonna require Steam though, so I'm gonna have to get back in there. Updating Steam, okay. I think I'm actually gonna go do a breakneck BRB real quick because I need to grab me some water and a muffin. Oh hey, Megamix is available. Alright, I will be back. Come on. Wow, Steam, yeah. Steam just period is like, ooh, internet connection? Slurps like spaghetti. Alright, see you guys in just a few minutes. Meh. Well, it sounds nice and calming. Sounds like it might be fun. But it seems that I can't download it for some strange reason without... Thank you. It seems like I can download it for some strange reason without causing everything else to hiccup. So maybe I could try playing a game I already have on my computer? But like... Wait, it doesn't usually allow lyrics. YouTube safe, instrumental, okay. Well, I mean, that's good. Never mind. I mean, we could. Probably shouldn't, considering how long this game is. Oh, it's also not mine. I want to do a full playthrough of that. When we could play more Vampire Survivors. No reason why we can't jump back into Vampire Survivors. Until I have to go. It'd be easier than trying to... Because, I mean, I feel like I'm probably going to have to go in like maybe half an hour. I'm not for sure though. Yeah, I mean, it's a good game. It's a lot of fun. It's nothing new, but yeah, okay. Let's jump into Vampire Survivors. I should probably change into my outfit though. Hold on, real quick. There I am! A little big. Alright, nice. Why is it so big? Why isn't this working? Shift is supposed to... What? I'm so confused. What is going on? Brilliant reference! I wonder why my screen... It's not letting me resize my screen properly. I guess we're just gonna have to play it like this. That's weird, I've never seen that before. Now it is. I think I had multiple things selected. How strange. Oh, right. Let's turn off pretzel. Ugh. Well, if I remember correctly... Oh, let me change the stream info. Vampire Survivors. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. No, come on. There we go. Ah, I like... I don't know what it is with me, but like, I should want to. Like, it looks like so much fun, and I would love to check it out, but for some reason, just never have. I need to shrink the window a little bit. There we go. Oh. Can I fix this? Okay, very strange feature of OBS, but okay, I'll take it. Oh yeah. What, for you watching it recently, or for me just not watching it? Let's see. Clarice is hilarious. Let's try out Poe. Let's go with Poe. Let's do Reincarnated Echoes. It's just the best song in the game. Yeah! Alright, so we're starting with the Clock Lancet because it's a really bad first decision and I love it. Whip! Fair enough. Why exactly? Because I don't know much about the history of Sailor Moon. Is it like, do they have some like really bad restrictions on it or something, or is it the dub or something? There's a map. Oh! Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, with the whole cousins fiasco. Yeah, that crap was garbage. Candles? What's over here? Am I actually moving towards them, or? Ah, I am. Well, cool, let's go follow the map! Sing it with me now, folks! It's the map, it's the map, it's the map, it's the map, it's the map! I'm singing it horribly off key so that we don't get copyright struck. It's the map, it's the map! Yes, oh... I see! Very, very far away! Very far away! Hey, milk golems! Yeah, leveling in this game is fun and great, but I feel like it pales in comparison to the sheer feeling of exploration. Like, the exploration in this game is so enjoyable. Oh, I'm taking damage now. I need the Pomerola. Definitely. Especially if I can get the maximum garlic. That way I can get the Soul Eater. I'm almost there. We're almost there. Come on, baby. Can't kill the lizards that easily, so I gotta be careful about these guys. Oh. Yeah, they're starting to get a little too tough for me. I gotta get the map before we die. Or whatever this is, I mean, not the map, you know what I mean. A coffin? What? No. Wait, hold on. Wait, that's not fair! Don't do that to me! No! What's probably the worst is that I actually could have gotten in there with the clock lancet because I could have frozen the knights. Oh, man! Alright, well, I have another idea. What about... we go back to the first stage with Gennaro. If we go back to the first stage with Gennaro... what is... oh, wow, look at all the stuff! Spinach! Whoa! They just have pickups? That is so cool! I need to pick up these gems, though. Alright, got them. Yes, there it is. There it is, baby. Yes. Give it to me. Especially since we got the Pomerola down there. Alright, so... thinking about it critically, if I can pull off the same build that I pulled off in the library last time... if I can pull off the same build that I pulled off in the library... with, well, I mean, in either the library or here, if I can pull off the same build, I can probably kill the coffin, I feel like those guys really wouldn't stand a chance against my overpowered hyper garlic holy sword build. Spinach? It's nearby. The spinach is near. I smell it. All right. Let's see. I think the Santa water then. Ugh. Yeah, let's go with the Santa water, I guess. I should have gone for the clovers first then. Oh, hey, you, die. Wow, that did a lot of damage. Alright, we got a red gem. Yes. The empty tome is super good. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Free money, thank you. Alright. Upgraded garlic. Give me your money! Oh, ha, 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 ha. Come to me! Knife! Finally, we get a knife option. Yes, please. Give me thine succor. Give me thine delicious knives and garlic, baby! Knife garlic run. I'm a knife garlic purist. The only true way to play is with knives and garlic. Any other way and you're only fooling yourself. Alright, I guess we'll take more Santa water. Well, actually, I want the lightning ring. Jeez. Come on, give me your chest. Every girl I've ever— No! I am a failure as a vampire survivor. What have I done? Oh man. All right. Maybe the library would be a better choice. I did pretty well in the library last time. So, okay. So we've got the tome on the other end, on the west end. And whatever this mask thing is, and the— yeah, please don't do that. That was very rude. Like, I'm just gonna put that out there. Okay. So, there aren't as many pickups here as in the Mad Forest for certain. Don't want to do that. I guess we'll go with the magic wand. The magic wand's pretty good. Oh, right, Gennaro gets double projectiles. I completely forgot somehow. Yeah. Yeah, I'm almost dead. I have my camera in the wrong position. Alright, the attract orb is nice. Let's go with the attract orb. Yeah. Living life on— I'm living on the edge. Come on. Ah. Come on, come on, come on, come on. So, oh hey, there's the green gem. Nice! Okay, so we need the empty tome. We need the empty tome as soon as possible, because that will allow us to attack more quickly. It would also be nice if we could get the garlic, not gonna lie. Or any sort of healing. Like the Pomerola. Or the floor chicken. I gotta go find floor chicken. And I'm dead. Yeah, I don't think my head's in this today. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Yeah. Honestly? Yeah. I'm gonna take a big old swig of my water while I think about something real quick. I know they'll be back soon. It's late-ish. This... Alright, well, today was quite a weird stream. Yeah! There she is! Yep, she gets to be here too! She's here all the time now. Yep, she and I are co-mascots for the stream. Excuse me. Yeah, Themi, I know you said formless is good, but okay, that's my cue. I thank you. I'm gonna have to leave you guys. So thank you all for coming. I hope you enjoyed this incredibly weird, formless stream. And I will count blessings. And I will see you all guys next week when I actually have a schedule. I'll keep you guys posted. So see you all next week. Love you. Bye.